Hey, what's going on, you guys? Synth here, and I'm bringing you another figure review, and this time I'm bringing you Mortal Kombat Spawn. Oh, you don't know how hard I've been waiting to, get this character. Oh my god. Well, I'm excited to bust him out, so let's bust him out. Alright, and here he is. Oh god. Dude. Sorry, I had a brief pause because I'm like, I'm so excited to finally have a Spawn figure that's articulated from Todd McFarlane. Because if you know Todd McFarlane's figures, 50-50 chance if they're like fully articulated. The rest of the time, they're statues with little to nothing articulation. Luckily, I actually have one that's right here. So let's put you over here. It'll be quick. So basically, this is what a Todd McFarlane figure would look like. Full-on statue, and this is the articulation. Practically nothing. Here too. Just full-on statue. Beautiful. Well done. I love the detail and everything right there. When it comes to Todd McFarlane, they do amazing detail, but just the lack of articulation kind of throws off, because you want to put them in any position that you want, but yeah, whatever. So, let's get back to him. And speaking of articulation, let's check out him, because I'm so excited. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm too excited because the fact that Todd McFarlane is like, yeah, you guys could use Spawn all the time in Mortal Kombat. It's like, you can use it, I don't really care. And I was like, and it's perfect for Spawn, because he's violent, he's bloody, he curses, he does all that stuff. The fact that they brought him back with the HBO animated series voice actor of my boy Keith David. Oh my god, I love his voice. And the fact that he also voiced in my boy Goliath from Gargoyles, I'm starstruck. I'm starstruck with that. So I'm glad that he could repraise the character in Mortal Kombat and use it to fight other Mortal Kombat characters, which is pretty sick. And have you heard his voice? Here, look at these quotes of his.
If I see one of your brain-dead thugs so much as spit in the direction of those alleys, I'm gonna come back and pay you a little visit, Tony. And believe me, it won't be as pleasant as the visit I paid your hired cyborg. So here's how it goes. As of now, you work for me, and your job is very simple. Give me my space. Understand? All I want is a little peace and quiet. Got it, fat boy?
Yes.
Say it.
I work for you, and you want peace and quiet.
And who am I?
I don't know.
That's right. You don't know. Let that little mystery keep you up at night.
I had to stop. I'm like, oof, there's just too many. And his voice is just so, Alright. Enough fangirl. Let's get to the articulation. Right there, 90 degrees. Ooh, the shoulder. Actually, the shoulder blade can, move out, too. Ooh. That's actually pretty sick. So, 90 degrees, 360 degrees from the arm. Let's see if I can do 360 degrees from the forearm. I can, but it's a little difficult right there. Yeah, you can, but no, I'm not going to go through all that. Elbow, 90 degrees, double jointed elbow. Forearm doesn't spin, but the hand, it can spin, but this gauntlet right here on his hand is in the way, so can't really do much. Hands can go, I'd say 90 degrees, 45 degrees. Hard to say. Let's check right here. We can turn this all the way. Yep, 360 degrees. Head could go 360 degrees. Pretty cool. Torsos, 360 degrees. Leg, maybe 45 degrees. 90 degrees up. Knee is double jointed. Crazy enough, his foot's also major articulated. If it wasn't for this, oh, honestly, wait, I can do it right here. 360 degrees, 45 degrees. I'm moving back. The foot is actually goes up to like the toes, 45 degrees up. Same thing here. Bam. Pretty sick. Just pretty much with the articulation. The detail to it is really amazing. I've been collecting a lot of Todd McFarlane toys now, especially DC. Well, you've noticed in my previous figure reviews, I've done, what was it, Tiny Tina, or Tina from Borderlands 3, the Batman Who Laughs. I have another figure on the way, but we'll get to that later in time. But his details, and now Spawn is, wow. Details really amazing. The cape is really good. I wish they gave like another accessory for the cape. They've been really sick, but yeah. Oof, that mask though. I'm glad they went with like this design with the mask. Because I hated that, what was it? I think it was 2017 or I think around that when they brought back Al Simmons as Spawn. I hated I kind of hated the design, just the fact that they gave him a mouth. He kind of looked like Venom. I was like, ew. That's not my Spawn. But either way, I was glad that Al Simmons came back. Now, speaking of accessories, let's check out the accessories that he came with in the box, shall we? Well, the one and only accessory that came in the box, well, technically that's not true, there's another one, but I'll show that afterwards, is his sword, which is pretty sick. The detail to it is really nice. We got the Spawn symbol right there. The handle with the wrapping. And the same thing right there. The end of the tip. Pretty well done. The blade. Oh, it's got like some, I don't know if it's dirt or blood stains, either way. It's a good little detail right there. But, of course, what am I kidding? He has more accessories. If you have other Spawn figures, like the one I just showed, you could actually take his accessories off of them. There we go. And you could, I'm pretty sure you could put it onto their own characters. My god, how did I know? Look at that. The trigger finger's already set for it. Like, they were prepared. It's like, I'm pretty sure they have Spawn figures that fans were pissed off with their non-articulation. So let's do this. Oh my god, I'm amazing. This is pretty sick. I really hope Todd McFarlane goes smart and, like, you know what? Fans are really enjoying the articulated Spawn. Let's make more of it. I guess we'll see. Alright, let's check out the box, shall we? And there we go. Here's the box. Like I said, there's another accessory to it. His stand. Which I kind of don't want it. The stands aren't, like, the best to be exactly, in my opinion. That's why I don't even have one on my, the Batman Who Laughs. Because he can stand on his own. Spawn can stand on his own. But let's check out the detail. Nice and green, the Mortal Kombat symbol. Mortal Kombat. Right on top. Ages 14 and up, not a toy. I love that Todd McFarlane saying that it is not a toy. It's a collector's item. McFarlane Toys. Nice little plastic top to see right there. Nice and green for Spawn's blood and aura. Got a nice little smoke trail right there. The detail of the figure right there. It's all cut in half right here. Bam. Full picture figure on the side. Mortal Kombat, McFarlane Toys, and on the back you have him posing, all swagalicious. And it has 22 moving parts, and that's really about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Usually, at the end of my videos, I do a brief history and summary of the character and all that stuff. But since I really don't want to butcher the character's history and like stutter on how he's read, I'll take it to my favorite YouTube channel of Variant Comics. They've done a history of the character and all that stuff, so you can check out the video right here and now.
Spawn was once a man named Al Simmons, a highly trained assassin and was considered the best. He was a well-known soldier who was at his most successful point when he saved the president from an attempted assassination. He was promoted to a higher level of the CIA that dealt with things that the government had kept secret from the general public. However, Al soon realized that the government wasn't always right and started questioning if they were truly correct in their actions. This caught the attention of people in high power. Jason Wynn, who had long since been his superior, found out about this and knew that Al knew too much. So he hired Chapel, who was Al's friend and partner, to kill him. In a blazing inferno, Al Simmons was murdered and his soul was sent to hell because he had knowingly killed innocents in his CIA days. Al made a deal to sell his soul to a demonic being known as Malebolgia to get a chance to see his wife Wanda once again. He was allowed to come back, however, he came back 5 years later as some kind of strange hellspawn with no memory of what he had done. After remembering what he had done, he sought out his wife only to find out she had moved on and married his best friend, Terry, and had even had a child with him named Cyan. It was after this event that his demonic guide, the Violator, showed up as a clown. He revealed to Spawn that his purpose in life was to be a hellspawn that would do Malebolgia's bidding. The fight was interrupted by Malebolgia, and with that, Spawn realized his purpose. He must now survive against both the forces of heaven and hell. Now known as Spawn, Al's first adventures are anti-hero in nature. He takes down street gangs and organized crime, including their enforcer, Overkill, and he kills a child molester slash murderer named Billy Kincaid. He takes over the alleys that comprise Rat City and befriends the homeless within it, becoming their champion. In particular, an old bum named Cagliostro knows a lot about him because he is in fact an ex-Hellspawn. Cagliostro and the clown act as polar guides for Spawn, trying to convince him to use his powers for good and evil, respectively. Fast forwarding a whole heck of a lot, and warning, this will contain spoilers for some Spawn comics. Spoilers begin in... Al Simmons eventually kills himself, and he makes his way to a certain point in the alleys, which is probably the same spot he returned from hell, and blows his head off, which is the one true way to kill a Spawn. Meanwhile, a man at a hospital under the name Jim Downing, who is without his memories and is healing unusually fast, awakes from a coma, and seems to have memories of Spawn. A janitor then tries to make money off his story and calls a lawyer. The lawyer then calls the janitor and tells him not to go to the papers, and then the lawyer commits suicide. Soon after, a thug is paid to capture Jim. Jim flees and they cause a massive amount of damage, but soon the thug catches up to Jim, but then Jim transforms into freaking Spawn and kills his attacker, and then escapes the burning hospital back in human form and is taken in by firefighters. Jim eventually travels to Rat City and finds Spawn's throne where he ruled and becomes the new Spawn. Fast forwarding a little bit again, Al Simmons makes his return in the Image Universe crossover, Image United. In this series, he appears as the main villain. Spawn makes his appearance, this time possessing a new suit which has an unlimited amount of power and now calls himself Omega Spawn. He showed up while many villains are attacking various heroes all over the world and meets his new replacement, Jim. Al Simmons makes all his plans clear to end the world, and he asks Jim to help him. Jim refuses and engages Omega Spawn in a battle, where Al easily gains the upper hand. Omega Spawn makes it very clear that he is superior and informs Jim that he will never truly know what he is part of, and he'll never have the answers he seeks. As he attempts to deliver the final blow, Jim teleports himself to a hospital. He tries to warn them of the coming threat, but is too weak. It is slowly revealed that Spawn is the one behind the sudden flow of violence all over America. Moving forward yet again, Al Simmons, the original Spawn, recently made his return in Spawn issue 250. Simmons is now in full control of his suit and powers, and plans on making his enemies feel what it's like to be hunted. The source of Spawn's powers comes from necroplasm. The necroplasm gives him his strength and durability. His strength is capable of lifting an entire building and throwing it with ease. Necroplasm is that green goo we're all familiar with. Each Hell Spawn is given a certain amount of necroplasm, and when that is gone, they go back to hell. Spawn's main weapon, however, is his symbiotic suit. His suit is called Letha of the 7th house of K, or K7 Letha. The suit is connected to his central nervous system, which allows him to control all parts of his suit. He uses his suit to create his chains, spikes, and to animate his cape to attack his foes, even cutting and dismembering limbs. His cape is actually one of the things that made me want to read Spawn as a kid. It's just so epic, but I guess so is his overall costume and design. Good job, McFarlane. The costume feeds off the necroplasm in Spawn's body. However, the suit can also feed off of the evil from humans, certain animals such as insects, bats, etc., and even from different parts of the city. Spawn's powers is only truly limited by imagination and his units of necroplasm. However, due to Spawn retaining his military training, he often uses firearms instead of his powers. Spawn also has a whole heck of a lot of other powers and abilities like time manipulation, teleportation, healing, shapeshifting, flight, hypnosis, magic, telekinesis, phasing, wall climbing, fire generation, and manipulation, and so many other unique powers I can't even mention them all.
That's Variant Comics for you. Thank you for that. It's a brief history of Spawn. Do not own any of the videos and all that stuff. Right there, I will be putting a subscribe link down below in the description so you can check them out yourself. as well as a nice little artist that has nicely provided, well, in a way, a song for the character of Spawn that they've done. Although if Spawn was a rapper, from Trav B. Ryan, I will also be putting a link down below to his channel, which you'll be hearing the song at the end of the end of this video. Well, either way. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and everything. I had a lot of fun, especially finally having a Spawn that's articulated and all that stuff. But of course, if you guys enjoyed the figure review and all that stuff, please hit that human like button. Hopefully, you could leave a comment what you thought of it down below. And if you want to see more videos of figure reviews or anything else on my channel, you could hit the notification bell when I post a new video. There's a new algorithm that's saying, oh, you could see either which. You could either see my figure reviews or my gaming with me and my friends. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
I am not heaven, I am not hell. I am hot chains, I am hot shells. I am the fire that the iron pot dwells. My soul just fell, I still fight well. I am a soldier, but now I don't understand how to show fear. I still hear the devil, yeah, he always in my ear. Fuck Google Maps, my sins got me here.